I'm not going to hit nitrous right now. I'm just going to kind of see how this is playing out. Let me hit nitrous now. Hey everyone, this is KSJ, and welcome to KSJ Gaming. Here I'm going to go through the Rocket Bunny Fairlady Z. I'm going to show you the tune, the setup. I'm going to show you I have a live tune in it, is what I like to call. So just let's go through the upgrades real quick. And I'll show you exactly kind of how I have this done so you can understand. So my engine is at stock. And if you notice here, I don't have everything completely fused. I have a whole bunch of open fusion slots, pretty much for all of them across the board. So some I'm more fused up than others, but overall, I just want to show you, the car is not, this probably has the most fusions on it is the body. But like I said, the car is not fully fused out. Realistically, I probably could have just showed you like the info on it. But anyways, intake is a stock right here, and the engine is stock. So just want to show you that we're at a negative. What is that? A 5. My EVO is negative 555, I believe. Let me just take a look here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, negative 555. So here's the tune. I just want to show you real quick. Now I have live tunes to where pretty much I can win in the high 90 percentile of all races. Primarily the ones that I lose are the ones I lose myself because I'm messing around, screwing around, or trying to feather the race a little bit. Here's my nitrous. Here's my final drive and tire pressure. So here's the dyno. We are doing a 16.513. So 16.513. Let's just go ahead and see what we get here. And this way you can kind of gauge. So running 16 seconds as far as the dyno goes. Let's see what we actually put up, and then we'll do some live racing. Now, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to shift in second or nitrous in second or third gear. But that's 14.2, so 16.9. So the 16.9 is what or 16, I even forgot. Jeez, 14 triple two, and a 16 something is a dyno, right? 16.5. So just a little over 2 seconds off the dyno, but I even believe that we can get a little bit quicker than that. I'm going to do one more test run, then we're going straight into the live racing. Just kind of want to show you guys, what we're doing here. So let's go ahead and jump right into another test run here. If you guys haven't subscribed, you know the drill. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see new uploads and new content as I produce it. And if there's any questions you guys have for anything, let me know. Don't be afraid to ask a question. Don't be afraid to say, hey, KSJ, we'd like to see this or that potentially. And if that's the case, I'll do my best to go ahead and throw something there at you. So we have live. I think we're going to do nitrous in a second here. So 14.222 is what we got last time. Let's try this again. Let's drop it at 1. All going to be early shifts. So we got a 14.222, and then now we're at 14.1 and some change. So we're confident to say not much difference between. I mean, really not much difference at all. Because if you take away my manual launch from my before section over here, then you'll notice that, actually I would have done even a little bit quicker. So we're just going to call it the 14.1s is kind of where we're at for the most part. Yeah, so 14.1, we dynoed at 16.5. We're just going to call 2.5 seconds off the dyno time. Now, one thing you must be careful, if you come into a live race, understand that most of these cars are going to be T4, T5, well, most of them, but you know, they could definitely have a down-tuned T4. So you could be running into someone who also has a down-tuned T4, and you're really not sure until you gauge the you know, the field for the most part, because the lobby could you know, could be live race ready. Okay, let's just see if we can actually get somebody here. Hey, throw me a shout out if any of you, if you see yourself in any of the lobbies that I'm in, because that'd be totally cool. Like, shout that out, and I'll throw a shout out to you as well. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to hit nitrous right now. I'm just going to kind of see how this is playing out. Let me hit nitrous now. Ooh. I saw that he was barely creeping on me, so I wanted to hit that nitrous to give myself that little edge, and I just barely, like seriously, by 0.005 of a second is how much I beat him by. Surprised he won't want to race me again. He might want to. We'll see. My launch was terrible, which shows him that if I had a better launch, I would have beat him by 100th, you know, not 100th, but 1/10 of a second. But overall, we kind of know where we're at right now. Tier 5 cars, you have to be very careful with whenever you're in a lobby, any lobby. The reason being is that they could have live tunes in them, and they could run exceptionally faster than what lobby they're in. And that's basically what we're doing. Let me see where we're at here. Okay, he's catching up with me now. I'll put on the nitrous and see. Oh, see, he downshifted. He downshifted. You notice that? How it kind of clicked back real quick? He downshifted. So 14.4, 14.5, and what? We're really not far from that. We're at what? 14.2? And he had a slow launch. So if you notice, we have 14.4. We have a 14.4. Take away that 3.67. He's running a 14 even, and he knocked his mile per hour back. So this is a live tuned car, and I'm certain it would run much quicker than a 14 second. So we know here's a tier 5 that's in this lobby that could beat us. Now, are we going to run into a T4? We're not sure, but let's go ahead and find out. So I'm willing to go ahead and definitely bet any amount with a T4 in this lobby, and I would be willing to bet any T5 as well if my EVO is a negative 999. And the reason why is because that means you're like at your max negative EVO. I mean, you could be further than that, than a 999. Oh. I'm going to let this wind out in third gear, let them catch me a little bit here. I'll back it down just a second here, yeah. At the very end, I just downshifted just to knock off my mile per hour. 14.6, you know, if you had a better start. So, yeah, I mean, I like to win by no more than 0.2 of a second. I mean, it's hard to do. I lose quite a few races like that, but my win-loss ratio is, I think is pretty good. You guys let me know what you think. Let's try this. No. We're just looking. We're looking. Let's try this guy. Or gal. I don't know. Let's just try this racer, I should say. Come on. Come on. Bloodline. 808 lamb. Okay. You love lambs. To each his own. So, I'd like to get some bets in here, but man, it just seems like, and I think the reason why is because there's a mixture of T4 and T5 in this lobby, and probably a lot of racers have been burned before. I'm going to wind that out a little bit. There we go. A lot of racers have been burned before by racing cars that are in a faster, they're much faster, so they're a little bit worried to bet something on it. But I'm gonna try to get a bet out of some of these guys, hopefully, out of some of these racers. I think we raced this guy already. I can't remember. I'm gonna feather these shifts a little bit. First gear I did. I just want to keep it close. I'll let them catch up in third gear here. Okay, I had to hit that just at the very end. Nobody's really bet any kind of monies, and it's not necessarily worth just wasting the gas pit when it's that close, when there's not even really any money in the line. And that's probably what a lot of racers are doing right now. They're probably just looking to get their keys and call it a day. Okay, this guy. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna push this. We're gonna push the envelope here. I mean, not too much, because they'll be like, oh, forget that, 15. I'll go 105. We'll see if he does it. Now, if he re-raises me, I'm gonna go all in. Now, I'm not gonna necessarily hold back with this. I'm gonna shift into second, or I'm gonna hit nitrous in second gear. Normally these cars always get me out of the hole like this. Then I end up chasing them down. I downshifted right at the last second. But he probably will not bet again, just because I beat him by 0.3 of a second. But he had a bad start, so maybe he might be like, hey, if I was quicker, I would have won this. I don't know. See if we can get somebody new. All right, let's try this guy out. All right, so see, now since I'm uncertain, and this totally could be a car, I'm just gonna accept this. Nah, screw it. I'll make it 20. Now he'll probably re-raise to 50 or 60. I'll accept it because I'm already in for 20. Oh, maybe not. So maybe he's not, because if he knew that he had a live race, a live tune in his car, is what I call it, then without a doubt they would have re-raised a lot more. So let's find out. I'm not gonna hold back. Looks like I'm gonna beat him, so I'm gonna downshift this real quick. There we go. The game started getting a little bit glitchy. I was waiting for it to say oh, void, or it's getting, yeah, okay, the opponent disconnected. Alrighty, now what's happening here? Am I getting put into another lobby or what? Not really sure here. No, they look like they're the same. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna restart this because I don't want this game to crash while I'm playing. I restarted everything. Just saw this racer. Wanted to see if they wanted to maybe throw some money on it, but it looks like not. Let's go ahead and send them packing. Not even gonna hit nitrous. I'm just gonna kind of do it like this for right now. I'll hit nitrous now. See if I can catch him a little bit. Nope. Now I didn't see him hit nitrous at all, so he could have been sandbagging a little bit, but I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. It really is. It's hard to tell. Already they refused. Okay, here we go. Now, this car right here is clearly, they cannot tune this car because it's not fully restored. So, if they bet any money, then most likely they're gonna lose because they can't tune their car. Then again, you never know. I don't know. Anything could happen. So it looks like I might just win a free 5,000 here as they refused. Let's see. Oh, now we're starting to get these little Bentleys. They're kind of quick too, man. Let's try this guy. Here we go. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I raced him before, and he's like, nope. I remember KSJ Gaming took all my money. Let's try him again. Let's try this guy. We are sponsored by Pure Chem Labs. If you guys are 420 enthusiasts, go check them out on their YouTube. Link's going to be down below. This car is slow. I don't like this car for crap. This car is good for nothing, honestly. Don't fuse this car whatsoever. If you win it, just let it collect dust. And just look at purple stars or something. If they bet anything, I'm definitely raising. I mean, I kind of want the race. I went from 14.5 to 12. Like, that was a big difference. I should have just done like 6 or 7 or something. Okay, there we go. Let's just go all in now. I know this car, unless it's completely, I don't know. I just don't really know what this car, I think the fastest this car can run is like in the 12s. Fully max. I don't think there's a way to live tune this car. We'll find out, won't we? I know the shift patterns are super fast in the beginning, and then the final gear is like super just insane. Okay, I'm beating him way too bad here. I must slow way down. There we go. Didn't want to beat him that bad, so I really had to let him catch up. But I mean, I still beat him only by a tenth of a second. But look at that launch. That launch was terrible. He's probably kicking himself like, I would have won if I didn't have such a shitty launch. Alrighty, let's keep the train going here. I'm gonna run through these last pips here, scoring some more races, and then we'll cut this video. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you like, what you want to see. I'm thinking about maybe, kind of having screen having like a screen or a camera so you guys can see me on the device, and then also see see my screen as well. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Let's go Carlos. Okay, let's not go Carlos. So I was really trying to stay away from P5 cars just because they easily, especially the Ferraris, they can easily be live tuned. But let's see what we got. Let's see, is he gonna catch me? I'll back down some here. I beat him way too much. By like 0.6 of a second. That's just way too much. I wasn't really sure. I don't own that Ferrari, so I don't actually. Well, the only Ferrari I own is the 250 GTO from Legends, and I know that a lot of Ferraris have like crazy. But see, look, he could have been sandbagging too. So let's just throw a little. I mean, why would he want to re-race? Right? Think about this. We're going to do, I'm going to just put 5,000, but why would he want to, he's probably going to re-race me. Why would he want to re-race if he just lost by 0.6 of a second? Oh, I guess not. I mean, I stand corrected. Most of the time, when you lose that bad, but I don't know anybody who wouldn't race for $5,000. Especially when, whenever your bets go up by $5,000 increments, that means you have over $200,000. Who wouldn't want to do a race for $5,000 when you clearly have over $200,000? All right, guys, hit the restart. Yeah, game froze. So I think I have 1 or 2 gas pips left. We're gonna go ahead and knock this out, and then we will conclude this video. But let's see how this one works out here. Let's see if I do have 2. Let's see if I can bait them a little bit, make it super close to where they want to race again, and we'll go out with a bang. So I'm not going to use nitrous. I'm going to let third gear one. Okay, I'm going to use nitrous now. See, that's super close. Exactly what I wanted. I wanted to keep it super close. If I had one more gas pit, look how close that was. Oh man, by again 0.005 of a second. And it was just really was a good race. Let me see how many pips I have left, or how much time. 30 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the lobby, and we're gonna wait 30 seconds, and then we're gonna race him again. My pip came in. Oh man, I was really hoping he'd go in for some money. Maybe I got too excited. As soon as my pip came in, I went ahead and I asked him to race. I guarantee if I maybe would have waited, he probably would have asked me to race, and then we'll, could have got some money out of him. But it's all good. Let's just go ahead and do it again. I'm going to keep it close again. The reason why is because, I want him to remember me. Oh, maybe I should have hit a little bit closer, but he got me. All right, fellas, that concludes that. Listen, if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid. Like I said, send me a message or a comment or something like that, and I'll do my best to get to you. And if you guys like what you've seen, just go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. And listen, fellas, this is KSJ Gaming out. Hopefully, I can see you at the starting line.